I'm gonna pull up your stream.
Actually, this is
Watch now.
sharing screen.
Oh, look! Let me adjust my camera, though.
All right.
You've got me really crooked. I'm not centered. My neuroses.
It's the frames themselves are a little like someone took
My-
Polaroids and smacked them on there. So it's
They're super cute.
you know. Okay.
Ah, that's cute. Oh my god, that's so cool.
So
I'm on TV.
Oh, see. And I have to not move my camera at all.
the dog cam isn't. So
I
where
off-centered
the
myself.
dog cam is where I will display things like maps, or if we have portraits or whatever, that'll pop up there. I'll also share them in the Discord so you don't have to have the stream open. But today's goal for session 0, we're just going to go through the settings because we have some choices. Character creation, again, there's some choices. Any kind of homebrew rules and house rules, we'll touch on those. And then if there's any just kind of general discussions or questions, we can run through those. Hopefully...
There's my keyboard and my rocks.
Okay. Roller coaster.
Hopefully, we
Having a
will
great time.
get to the point where Britt is watching from wherever she is. She's supposed to be at the Miami airport, or the Fort Lauderdale airport, so I don't know what her excuse is if she's not watching, other than she said she didn't own headphones.
That's crazy.
I said,
Brittany.
I was like, so what do you do
And
at the
extra
airport?
pairs if she wants some headphones. I have so many.
She said she might borrow some from her brother. So
Laura, you've been to Brittany's house. Is it true she has a half pipe in her living room?
she does not.
Oh, bummer.
What's
That's a
happening?
crazy rumor I heard.
Yeah. I'm not disappointed.
Am I
She definitely does not. She has kind of like behind their house, her and Zach built like a bike jump course, but not in her living room.
Still pretty radical.
Yeah,
Pretty rad.
definitely cool. Let me text her so she knows this is happening. I'm even just gonna send her the link so she has no excuse. All right. So to start with, we have a camp choice. So in our spare time app, we're going to the actual Swampy Bottom camp, which is the swamp that you get to from the Hollowed Harbor. But in this one shot, you guys can decide. There are 4 other camps included, kind of in that are owned by the Soggy Bottom Scout Camp. So there is Private Craig's Crest, which is a rocky high mountain desert. It gets heavy snowfall in winter, unpredictable autumns and springs, and mild warm summers with rock slides and some large carnivores. The mascot of this camp is a living boulder named Granite.
Oh, I like this.
The other option is Fort Henrietta Hellfire. That's a tropical.
Ooh.
That is a tropical camp. It's filled with unpredictable wildlife year-round. Summers include typical afternoon thunderstorms, autumn is hurricane season, winters can be dry, and springs bring the beetle barrage, which is where hundreds of water beetles wash up on the shores, and they kind of crunch
That
and
sounds
crack
disgusting.
underfoot, and it smells really bad. Their
Okay.
their mascot
down.
is a giant
Thumbs down.
roly-poly, like potato bug, named Frida.
Wow.
The other camp, so the other 2, there's 2 more camps. Camp Caverns Lodge. That camp is a large system of caves and underground caverns, featuring their Underdark survival classes. It does have a portion of the camp outside the cave system, but its focus is within the Veil of Darkness. The biggest threat here is cave-ins, collapses, giant spiders, and getting lost. Their mascot is a turquoise ooze, who is called Sloppy Joe. And then our last choice for the camp that you guys could have been sent to is the Southland Polar Park. This is a year-round frost and tundra, but you do have skiing, snowboarding, and other snow sports. It's occasionally covered in deep snowdrifts, frozen soil, and hard-to-find resources. Traversing glaciers, hunting, and trapping are all things that they teach here. Their mascot is a direwolf named Rex, who has an ice crystal blue collar, a golden tag, and an orange bandana. So, not only will you choose which camp you will go to, you need to choose what season you guys want to travel to.
Wow. I didn't think you could make our camp look worse, but but
Yeah.
poor Kit and Trini.
Listen,
Ugh.
I'm really stuck on Stinky. Something about that really grabbed me. I don't know.
You want to go to the stinky camp?
I Jordan wouldn't, but who knows? Maybe whoever I make loves the stink, or they
That's
hate
the-
it.
that's
That's
the-
drama.
That's
drama.
the. that was
Well,
the
and it
second one.
only stinks. It only stinks in the winter, in the springs. The spring is the brings in the tide, with
Okay, so it's only stinky in spring.
yeah. So you can still choose. There's other every camp has a pro and con depending on which season. And they all have different dangers. So you just have to decide which camp you want to go to and what you might want to deal with weather-wise.
Man,
So,
yeah. For y'all, is anything jumping out? There's one or two. Well, there's one that isn't the stink that's jumping out for me. I want to hear from you guys first.
well, the stinky one did jump out to me until it was stinky, but knowing it's not always stinky, I think I like it.
I intend on playing a very just no matter what I think really I build very kind of odd and maybe low intelligence character. So I think I'll have fun in all of these settings. So I do like the weird smelly ones. I actually kind of like the Mongolia one, the first one a lot. The arid steppes and desert.
The high mountain
But,
desert. Yeah, Private
yes.
Craig's Crest.
Private Craig's Crest.
Yeah.
What was
It's my
the-
favorite. It's my favorite
ETC.
mascot.
It gets heavy snowfall in winter, unpredictable autumns and springs, and mild warm summers with rock slides and large predators. The mascot of this camp is a large living boulder named Granut. Granut.
Yeah. I think,
Granite.
I don't want to lock ourselves into the first one, but I do like, it's a painful amount of choice.
Could we roll for it?
I love that. Dude,
just-
roll 2d4.
D4. I'll just
Yeah,
roll
whoever
a
wants
D4.
to roll it.
Yeah,
For-
just
yeah,
if you've got a D4 in hand, I've got one here somewhere.
I don't think any of these would be a bad time. Even the cold one.
Yeah, it's fine. Demona doesn't care.
Sign us up, boss. Roll for us.
Who's rolling? I thought you were rolling. I thought
One
you were-
I
one
have
of you
a-
guys
I have
should
a-
roll.
Okay.
I
I'll
have
roll.
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. How about this? You roll for which camp, and I'll roll for which season.
Oh, perfect.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Wait,
And
which
one-
season is what? Are we doing summer?
One is spring.
Okay.
The year starts with
Spring,
spring.
summer, fall, winter.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
All right. What'd you get?
Number one.
I also got one.
All right.
Got it.
All right. So spring in the so an unpredictable spring. Oh boy.
Private Craig's.
In Private Craig's Crest with the living boulder named Granite.
I do like granite. It's true.
Yeah. That's my grandma.
Oh, granite.
Oh, granite. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to discover which character this is. All right, so you're a fighter. So I'm thinking of one or two things. Either filling in something the party needs, or we all play fighters because that's really fun.
Not bad. Not bad.
For all
What's the
fighters.
worst that could happen?
We all have second wind. We can all heal ourselves a little bit, and maybe that's all you need.
Yeah,
If our-
at best I was gonna be a melee ranger, so I don't
Well,
mind
we'll get through everything before you guys make your decision because there are some. We're getting into character creation next.
Okay.
So you're all playing from anywhere from 9 to 12 in that range. Now, obviously, if you're like an elf, but like think of 9 to 12-year-old humans. So wherever that lands in the race, kind of that's the age that you're going to be going to this camp. This is either your second or third year at a camp. It doesn't have to be this camp. You can let me know if you've been to this camp before. Sorry, that's my dog.
No, first time. This is my first time for sure.
This is also my first time.
And
Drow age at the same rate as humans, but live longer.
Right.
Perfect.
So you be a kid when you're a kid, and then you just
Yeah,
live,
and then I just
Yeah.
live a long time.
Yeah.
Unless I die here at spring camp, which who knows?
who knows?
Oh,
I'm
If
10 years old.
if one of you
10.
wants,
not.
you could be the son or daughter of the groundskeeper. In which case your father would be Henrik Goosnickel. He's a half-orc groundskeeper of the camp. He found you abandoned at the camp when you were only a baby, perhaps 2 weeks old. He raised you there and you know every inch of the grounds. However, because of this, a lot of other campers don't trust you and are afraid you'll snitch. It also means that there's a lot of attention on you from the other adults who consider you kind of their child as a collective. So it's an optional background. I'm just throwing it in there. Yeah.
I'll put that in the maybe. I do love a half orc, and at level 1, it is a good way to make sure you don't die.
And you are adopted, right? He found you, so you don't have to be a half orc.
Oh.
So
Ooh.
yeah, but your adoptive father is basically Henrik Grusnickel, who is the groundskeeper.
It'd be very funny if I was still a half orc and was convinced I was not adopted.
Yeah, I mean, you could create that however you want. You could say that Henrik never told you. Maybe you could, or he just told you, and you're struggling with that. There's all different ways to play that. But that's an optional background. As you create your character, know that when you come to camp, you're bringing one special item from home. This could be your favorite teddy bear, your father's old pocket knife, a special gold coin, a locket from your mother, a picture of your sister, etc. This is non-magical, but it is important to you. Also, during character creation, you should have 5 merit badges already. You can make those up, but keep in mind that they should be your typical merit badges. So we've done this before, and we've had stuff like basket weaving, swimming, cooking, fishing, hunting, scavenging, survival, first aid, arts and crafts, business, magic dueling, animal husbandry.
Do you have that on a page? Because, I wasn't listening just now.
Love that. Basically, you can choose 5 skills that you could get merit badges for. And you can just tell me what those are, within reason. And I mean, you guys, at least everyone but Jordan
Murder,
here.
killing,
No.
sacrificing.
No.
No, no.
No, it seems like the same one 3 times.
Yeah.
That's the same
No.
thing.
It's nuanced.
However, you
Sir.
could say, all your friends are showing up, Trashly. This is exciting.
Oh, yes. Look, I was useful. Oh, we got Absolute and Arachna. Look at that. Incredible.
So you can when you pick your 5 merit badges, you can use those to gain advantage in the game. So if you have basket weaving and you say, "Hey, we need to create a basket on a pulley to drop down some sandwiches in a cave," you could ask for advantage on that roll of making a basket.
Yeah, I'm taking basket weaving for sure.
You have to say though that you're using your badge skill before you do your roll. Also, because you guys are children, we're gonna have modified weapons. So you can pick things like a slingshot, a pocket knife, a blunt club that's like a hobby horse, a wooden sword, a 25-pound test like recurve bow. So you can't shoot as far. Things like that. We're just basically nerfing the weapons a little bit for children.
Yeah, level one's a little too strong.
Yeah.
What if the special item I want to bring with home is my sacrificial dagger for,
You're a little stinker. This guy's a little
sacrifices?
stinker.
That would
Just a
not be
little-
allowed in the camp, but if you want to try to sneak it in, I will allow you to do a roll.
Absolutely do. Because I've got a mission. There's reasons I'm here.
So you could say that you're sneaking it in, and basically we will do a bag check that they do when kids come to camp.
Okay.
And if you sneak it well, if you hide it well enough, if you can roll higher than the camp director who's doing the bag searches will search in their investigation,
Okay.
then we'll see if you manage to sneak it in.
Great. Perfect.
We'll also be using a mischief meter. So, the camp follows a pretty loose schedule. Each morning, wake up, you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner are really the only schedule set things. Other than that, students are free to wander and partake in different camp activities. Campers must be back at the dining hall for dinner and participate in a nightly campfire. Other than that, campers are assigned capers or duties that they have to do to help out around the camp. So occasionally you might be on flag duty where you have to hang the flag at the beginning of the day, or you might be on kitchen duty where you help clean up after meals. If you're caught rule breaking, your mischief meter will rise. And you may have certain things like disadvantage on things like stealth because the counselors are going to be keeping an eye on you. If the meter reaches all the way at the top, then you guys are sent to the director's office. So
That sounds terrible.
You are going. I know that Michelle is going to sink us on that meter.
Yeah, wait,
No, I will not.
What if I'm like a good little guy? What if?
Trust me, I play a near paladin in our other game, and all I do is clean up after Trini.
I saved Spliff that one time when she was drowning.
you did.
Of course I can't. Yes, you
Trini's
did.
trying to be good, doing her best.
It's coming out. It's coming out.
On that note, also against camp rules, it's against camp rules to have money of any kind at the camp. Parents and guardians, or your lord or whoever has sent you to the camp can put money in your account, which you can spend at the camp trading post, at vending machines or specific events. So you will get a monetary amount. We'll put that in your commissary. You can go to the trading post and spend it on stuffed animals, camp goods, t-shirts, things like that.
If I have a noble background, I'm one of the noble families from the Drow in the Underdark. So I should get some bonus money, right?
They will, yes, but it's still in your account. Now,
from my parents.
the same thing, you can sneak money in.
Okay.
You can hide money and try to sneak it in.
I'll put it in my prison pocket.
No.
In your prison pocket with your dagger.
It's also where my dagger is.
Asking for trouble.
You're gonna die before you enter camp. Oh, that's so upsetting.
Ooh, Arcana will trade you gummy worms for a plushie.
Oh.
Mine?
Us.
Oh, she's not looking at my stuff. They're looking at my stuff. The dragon's back there.
What would
I sent you a plushie, Arachna. I didn't make it. I sent you two. You can't have my dragons. Those took forever.
Also, there is a swear jar system at camp.
Of course.
This is terrible.
If you are caught swearing in front of a counselor only, money will be taken out of the commissary, 1 copper, and put into a fund that goes to help children who can't afford camp go to camp.
That's also terrible. If they can't afford it, they shouldn't go. I'm in character right now, sort of. Where am I?
Oh, this is gonna go so well.
So
I'm playing a very poor dumb person, so.
that's kind of the
well,
that's kind of the
an
gist.
easy target for my goal.
Does anyone have any questions about those kind of basic overarching rules or kind of house rule modifiers?
No, I'm loving this. This is
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Trying to think of what my item will be and my badges.
Yeah, I've got 5 badges. I think percolating. I looked at the Scouts of America and all their.
Andy, can you stop?
Yeah.
Is there one for like making sauce? So like a sauce making one?
I'm sure there's a cooking one. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I
cooking.
didn't say cooking. I just make good sauce.
Just sauce.
So I'm thinking that I'm like a very we'll get to character creation, I imagine, but I think I'm gonna be like a tribal orc because I want to be like a pig guy. I want to be like a big pig guy, and very
Great.
simple in my ways. So,
Man, that
uh,
may not be an honorable enough for my goal that I'm. It's a secret.
but
Your
I'll make a
goal?
good make a
I
good
have a goal.
henchman, I imagine.
The other thing we need to kind of discuss is how we feel about some topics such as like children dying, violence against children. How do we feel on that as a group?
I work with kids.
Okay.
Real life, hate it. In this
Right.
game,
Yeah,
look,
exactly.
I'm fine with it. But also obviously, I think having that be like something that we like, anybody who were to listen to this, let's give them a warning because
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
level 1. That means very easy to die. Oh boy.
Okay, so Demona has come to the summer camp sent by her family because it's time for her to perform her blooding, where she has to kill another sentient creature on the surface.
Oh no,
And
it's
it
gonna.
seems like that would be a fine place to do it. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what we need to discuss. Also, as a group, we need to know that are we okay with evil player characters?
As long as that player knows, okay, you can say that. But what I'm gonna say out the gate is, you can be evil, but if the rest of us are like, well, we think that's evil, you can't be like, well, we're all players and
No.
you gotta accept my actions. It's like, well, if you start murdering people, I'm gonna tattle. I'm gonna tattle.
So literally tell on me and try to stop me, please. Make it hard for me to kill Richie's character.
Wait, are you gonna kill Richie? Oh.
I'm gonna have a lot of HP, so good luck.
Yeah, he said he was dumb. You said you need to kill someone sentient.
I don't think we'll see. Demona doesn't know who she's gonna kill yet, but it has to be honorable. I can't like.
I love that.
It's gotta be a decent.
Okay,
Yeah.
If he's too dumb, he's not sentient enough to count.
Yeah, like it has to be the perfect target, which makes you so picky and kind of like delays it out a bit. So.
I don't want to embarrass my family with an easy target. It has to be a challenge.
Oh yeah, better than maybe
a worthy opponent.
Yeah, maybe your siblings were like really good. They had great bloodings. They had really good bloodings. Big like shoes to fill.
It's got to be something good. Or a dangerous monster also counts.
Oh yeah.
So like just killing a squirrel is thumbs down. Killing a really dumb, helpless person or a baby? No.
They have to.
Killing a camp counselor? Yes.
Ooh. The head of the camp. The head of the camp.
The director of this camp. The director of the camp is Roger Emberforge. He is a dwarf fighter who has a large scar that runs from his upper left temple across his face, zigzagging through across his neck, and then disappearing below his shirt.
A worthy opponent.
He has a loud laugh. He's known as an excellent whittler, but he's a stern director, and most campers do not want to be sent to his quarters for punishment if your mischief gets too much.
I'm gonna put down basket weaving. I think I want to do whittling as well. I like the idea of
perfect.
Skinning.
I think tannery. Maybe
tanning would be tanning or survival.
Like leatherworking. Well, my survival's -1. So I'm not.
So leatherworking.
I'm kind of a little rich murderer.
Leatherworking would work, but just keep in mind that you're 9. So your leatherworking skills are like, the little kits you get from Joanne that already have the punched holes for making like moccasins, and you just sew through them.
Okay.
It's kind of like that's your leatherworking skill. You've made a pair of pre-cut moccasins.
I have my 5. I have my 5. I think if you'd like to hear them, I don't want to jump the gun in case we're still going through stuff.
No, jump in. No, we're deep in character creation now.
All right. I don't know who this guy is yet, but whatever this kid is, I know that I want him to be he loves being a scout. So I chose fire safety, exploration / surveying,
okay,
wilderness survival, crime prevention, and stamp collecting.
Okay,
I don't
stamp
know if I
collecting,
got
great.
like-
I think instead of crime prevention, we'll call that Scout's honor.
Scout's honor. I love it. Yeah, I was basing this off.
Boo!
Yep. Sorry. I'm a little.
It's okay. I love it.
I'm a little dweeb, and I'm thinking I'm gonna play a rogue. I want to be the most honest rogue that ever existed.
Perfect. Absolute says punishment sounds like a fun time.
Oh, bugs for sure. I like bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, bug
I
collecting,
also,
definitely. Entomology.
What about ornithology? I really like to look at birds.
Yeah, bird scouting, definitely.
No. Mushroom studying, like
Yeah.
Oh.
plants. I'm really into
Well,
plants.
plants or mushrooms?
Yeah.
Plants. So there's
Sort
a
of.
fungus badge, which would be mushrooms and like slime
Fungus.
molds. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay.
Fungus.
Wow. Basket weaving,
Leatherworking, fungus.
wood carving, bugs.
What about like etiquette, like table manners and
Yeah.
stuff?
Ooh. Do
Yes.
scouts really reward that? I would have had that one.
Yeah, they do, because like
Man-
at least Girl
manners.
Scouts have like. Yeah, Girl
Yeah.
Scouts definitely do. Yeah, they do, because like at least Girl
I doubt we got nuclear science. Let's see.
I just pulled up the Boy Scouts website, by the way.
Yeah,
I
I'm looking
also
too.
did that. Yeah, I was
That's
like,
why. Well, because it's perfect. Perfect. for us.
that's what. Yeah, it's like, oh, this is all the current ones. There's definitely a couple of things where I'm like, you don't have this, but you do have this.
Oh, is animal husbandry too broad, or do you want me to like narrow it down?
Yeah, you probably want to narrow it down. So like dog training is a.
What about like cattle? What about like cattle?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
goats,
4-H.
Goats.
Like
Well, if I come from the mountain, yeah, 4-H, 100% 4-H is like agricultural background.
Yeah.
Like I
definitely.
I got to go on a trip to the nearest village and milk their goat. It was a highlight of my childhood.
Homer, thanks for joining.
Hi, Homer. What about spiders specifically? Is that like arachnology?
No, you could do fire
do that.
safety. That's the badge that they hand
No.
out.
Spiders.
Oh, spiders. I thought you said fire. No, I think
Insects.
spiders would be for your age. It would be under the umbrella of like bug collecting.
Oh, you told
Okay.
me in bug class. Yeah.
Bug collecting. The whole time I'm gonna be like, glory of walls, praise the Spider Queen. It'll be fine.
Love it.
I'm gonna have a great time.
What's my last one? This one should be I think this one should be like a Jordan, roll me a D100.
Okay.
Let's see how far up and down I go.
I have this one. But
I have the
There were
same.
so many merit badges for the Boy Scouts.
32.
This is
32. Alright,
wild.
towards the beginning. Okay.
Rolf.
Yeah, I'm
Uh.
between chess the game, so perhaps some sort of game in universe. If there's a card game.
Well,
that
if you
works
guys
too.
remember, there was the and we'll send to I'll send to Jordan because he doesn't have it. Do you guys still have access to the encyclopedia, the World Anvil one?
Oh, totally. Somewhere.
So if you go,
In Scouts, is it in our Scout game?
if you go to items found, I believe, or it might be, I think even in the spare time app,
In resources.
in resources, Splat Blat rules are in there, which is their form of like
That's
chess.
the
So, Splat Blat, just a summary of that. I'll read it just for those who aren't on that and want to know. So each player is a gelatinous cube that's making its way through an environment, a board, in an attempt to capture the most victims. It's a tabletop war game. It's typically played between 2 players, but there are 3 and 4 player variants. You have a mini gelatinous cubes for each hero player with their stat cards, a 3-foot by 5-foot playing area with a mat and a grid, hero figures, 8 for a standard game, 10 for a long game, or 20 more for an epic play game or championship battle. and their corresponding capture cards. You need a flexi ruler and dice. You set up the game by laying out the ground mat with the grid system. You roll your die to place figures. You flip a coin. After you place all the figures, then you decide, you flip a coin on who plays which side. Your ooze can move 1d6 per turn, or you can choose to move one of your heroes 1d8 spaces. You can only do one or the other. Basically, you move across the board, you capture the figures, and that's how you win the game. You can also move to any plant or shrub piece on the board. If you capture, so like, if you land on a space with a hero, you capture them, you flip over their capture card. Most heroes have bonuses when you capture them. If you capture a blink dog, you can now move to any non-occupied space. If you capture a druid, you can now move to any plant. If you capture an Aarakocra, you can fly on your next turn. So you kind of absorb some of the abilities of the hero that you capture. So that is how you play Splat Blat.
Oh, yeah, we used to play a lot of Splat Blat Village and I ate the peats.
I pressed the wrong button. So sorry.
It's okay. What about, like, cryptography? Like, I really like codes and secret messages. Is that, can I...
Ooh. Oh, what about, like, coding, what is it, like, when you make
Code breaking?
But the opposite. Encrypting or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, I will...
There is signs, signals, and codes as one of the normal
Oh, I would have.
That is what inspired me, in fact.
Ooh.
What is it? Cryptanalysis?
Cryptography.
Yes. Cryptography. Because it's the writing process.
That's both creating and breaking codes.
Wow. You little nerd.
Yes, but you are level 1.
I sneak in my sacrificial dagger. I'm gonna be on.
Frog is a purebred maniac. He is like a Pyrenees shepherd, chow, flat-coated retriever. He's a mutt. Sorry, someone was asking about my terrible dog who is not letting me stream very well because he wants to be the center of attention. Okay. Any other questions about character creation at the moment? We all have our badges selected?
I got our badges selected.
Okay.
I believe so.
Weapons. So again, things like slingshots, pocket knives, if you wanted to use like a hobby horse as a club, anything along those lines.
Can I have a big rock with a smiley face drawn on it?
Yes, 100%. I love that.
I'll have to come up with a name for the rock. Oh, wait, the rock.
Oh, God.
Wayne.
DJ, as everyone calls him.
Knife.
I've done 3 movies with him now. Everyone calls him DJ. On set.
That's dorky.
Oh.
That's like the dorkiest nickname. I'm just gonna do a pocket knife, which I'm going to be flaunting wildly, like, to distract the people checking my prison pocket.
So you want your normal weapon to be discovered so they don't find
Exactly.
you.
I'm gonna be, like, clearly open carrying my pocket knife.
You just made that sound... Sorry. Homer put quotes around movies that I've done movies with The Rock. And now I'm
kind of movies?
very uncomfortable.
What sort of movies?
Jumanji and Red One.
Jumanji. Oh my god, you are on Red One?
Yeah, I am.
NDA.
It's already out, so I can talk about it.
Phew.
Frog, come here. You're stuck
Money
in here.
in my dice bag.
Probably
I just
not
found a
funny.
dime and a penny.
Whoa, big spender.
No. Aw, Frog is so cute. His name should have been Carl.
What?
Look at his nose.
He's a good boy.
Frog's pretty good. It's a good name. Yeah.
Okay, so we have...
what statistically what is a wooden sword?
Sorry?
Oh,
Like a wooden sword. What would that be?
It would be the same as like a blunt object.
what about the pocket knife?
What will not prevent me from getting sneak attack?
I think what we will do is basically we will use, just to keep it simple. If you choose like a wooden sword, we'll still use the sword's like stat block to hit and everything. We just won't necessarily be able to do like a killing blow. So if you guys are fighting like goblins, let's say you ran into a little horde of goblins outside of camp and you're throwing rocks at them and hitting them with their sword, it's going to be the same armor class to hit and everything. It just won't necessarily be able to do any kind of like killing blows. And we might adjust the damage.
Okay.
We just want to keep it, I want to keep it simple, but at the same time it should be fun because you guys are children.
Yeah. No. I feel you. I'm just trying to figure out like what I will get the most, not the most out of it, like in terms of like breaking anything, just most out of like what will I have the most fun playing at a level 1 game where also in certain ways nerf.
Yeah.
So like I might pivot off of rogue if it feels like, that's not necessarily going to do rogue stuff.
Yeah, I mean, a pocket knife, I'd probably give you the same stats as daggers. If you have like a Swiss Army knife.
Do you want to do maybe slingshot maybe?
Swiss Army knife I don't hate because I imagine my character will use anything other than the knife to its.
No, like the corkscrew. Oh,
yeah, just like, that's so much more gruesome. Yeah, all right, Swiss Army knife. I'll take that. And I will very explicitly show it to the counselors and show that I put a little stopper on top of the knife part.
I love that.
Can't be used for stabbing.
All right, so, well, Brittany says that she can't get service at the airport to watch us. So.
Yeah. Well, wimpity.
Bless you.
Well, we'll try to get stuff written down and sent to her.
Trying to pick. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go Ranger.
I do movies. I am an art director for film and television when I have a job. Which I don't currently, so.
Hey, listen, sometimes having a job's overrated.
Just you wait, Red 2 is on the way.
Right.
And
Red 2!
No,
forever.
Red as well.
Okay, so we all have our weapons. So, but I am going to ask Demona, if your dagger is confiscated, what weapon will you use?
My pocket knife.
Okay, just a normal
Open carrying.
Just a normal pocket knife. Okay.
I mean, I don't need the sacrificial dagger to do the killing. It's just nice to have.
Got it. Perfect.
Maybe I can steal it back from the confiscation room. Maybe I can spend some of Mommy and Daddy Drow's money to pay the rogue to steal it back from the confiscation room. You're not going to? It's going to be worth a try, though.
I will tell on you immediately.
This is going to be so awful. I can't wait.
I will take your money and I will turn it in and I'll be like,
oh,
I was
my
bribed.
God.
I was bribed to do a bad.
Oh my God. I can't wait. Oh
the
boy.
Other thing we need to discuss is, do you guys know each other from previous camp years, or are you all just taking your new cabin assignments and this is your first time knowing each other?
This is my first time at camp.
No, it can't be.
It has to be at least your second or third.
It's either your second or third time at camp. It doesn't have to be at this camp, though. You could have gone to one of those previous camps I just described. So
maybe that Underdark camp.
Yeah.
You would have for sure got kicked out of Underdark camp.
I think I'm a local and definitely have been here for 2, if not all 3 years. And,
okay.
Yeah. And maybe that's why
I don't know these people at all.
If you guys are from out of town, I would definitely be like, new people. Let me fill you in.
I love that.
I think I'm from this area, the mountains, because I'm just like a mountain orc. But my family sent me away to snow school because they don't like me. They wanted me to see exotic locales, so I went to.
All right, so we'll see if Brittany wants to know any of you guys, but right now you're all strangers, I guess, coming in here. And just to recount, for those who don't know, the ranks of the scouts. So to start off, let me see if I can pull this up. Doesn't want to load. So you start off as Pond Scum. That's the first level. That's like Cub Scouts for the Soggy Bottoms campers. And then you move up to Tadpole rank. And that is probably... You guys are either... Let's see what the requirements are. I wrote them down. Give me 1 minute. Just nothing is loading how I want it to.
Okay, that's my character sheet. Okay, I think I got it.
Oh, maybe it's the website. So, yeah, so you guys are probably all Tadpole rank. So you're a step in the actual... So, yeah, so it starts off as Pond Scum. When you join Soggy Bottom Scout Camp, you start with this badge. It's the learning badge. Once you take the Scout's Honor Test, you'll get to pass this badge on to a new fellow Scout and then move up. Most people only spend about 5 weeks at Pond Scum or their first camp experience. So you're somewhere... You guys can either be Tadpole or Snail rank. I'll allow Tadpole or Snail. The actual... All the ranks are... It starts at Pond Scum, then Tadpole, then Snail, then Mushroom, then Salamander, Snake, Snapping Turtle, which is what Bernie and the Alligator Warriors are.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Why are we smoking us? Where's Pond Scum? Why are we competing against us?
And then Fat Frog. And Fat Frog rank is the highest rank of the Scouts. You can be the plain Fat Frog rank or become decorated with ribbons that hold 1 to 3 soldier flies. It's a great honor and a sign of achievement to make it to Fat Frog rank. Scholarship, careers, prizes, and more are open to those who get here. There's a chapter later in the manual about Fat Frog rank. Just to show everyone. Oh, God. Hold on.
Ooh.
Good work.
Oh, I love it.
Did you make this up?
Yes.
And you wrote all this stuff?
This is
This is
in...
in the
This is
This
in
is in the resources section.
Yeah, this is in
Yeah,
the
I know,
resources.
but who made it?
Me.
Yeah, you can't just take someone else's stuff and make a... I guess theoretically you can take Watsy's stuff. That's what.
And I
mean,
I even
Okay.
drew
Yeah.
I even drew all
just
the
making sure.
badges.
I need you
I
to
was
send.
wondering. I was like, man, those really look like stuff Laura drew.
I need you to send me this because this sounds so rad, dude.
Oh yeah, I can send you the PDFs after. I'll just rip them off the website.
Yeah, and I'll make sure that they're all in the on the wiki, and I'll make sure that everyone's linked to the wiki.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let you guys decide, basically, if you want to be Tadpole or Snail. I'll read those descriptions just really quickly. So, after you successfully take the Scout's Honor Test, you'll move up to Tadpole rank. Tadpole rank is great for younger Scouts. You'll learn the basic of being a good camper, Magicer, and Citizen. You'll focus on different interests, and welcome to the Hallowed Harbor Scout Days and regional camps. Those are the 5 regional camps that you're at one of those. Rank 3 is Snail. Moving up to Snail rank requires at least 5 badges. Snail rank Scouts are accepted to have some extra duties around Scout Camp and within their gaggle. Gaggle is like your Scout group. They should have at least 50% attendance to meetings and not have any serious demerits.
Uh-oh.
This sounds like my guy to a T. So 100% snail. 100% snail. He's like, man, the fact that I've only been able to earn 5 merits is, if anything, an embarrassment to me and my.
If you move up to mushroom, you have to have at least 10 first level badges. They must include both first level botany and first level potions to be able to move up to mushroom rank. The rank requires the passing of the potion test and the magic for non-magic trials.
Okay. Well, I'll just copy off someone else's paper.
Amazing.
So, since we have 5 badges, does that make us snails by default?
No.
If you have demerits, then the answer is no.
So to move up...
Maybe I was a model scout, my previous scout experience, because I was lulling these people into a false sense of security.
So I don't know if you remember when you moved up from Pond Scum to Tadpole. Do you remember that when we did that on spare time? There was a whole certificate.
Did we?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
There was like a whole certificate
Yes.
that you had to fill out and had to be signed. And you guys signed it, and then you got your little badge and your patch. And it had to be
Yes.
it had to be signed off by the gaggle leader, Crispin Wyatt, the leader of the Soggy Bottom Scamps, as well as Lork Squonks. You also had to sign a pledge that said, I, so-and-so, swear on the skies, swamp, and soul that I will bring honor and respect to the uniform and perform the duties of the badges and the ranks I am given. I am a Soggy Bottom Scout. Yeah, we did it.
Did Trini participate?
You did it in the hall before you went out and after his big speech. When you guys all went into the...
What was Trini doing?
I want to say petty crime.
Probably
Generally
break-
say petty crime.
It might have been when you were breaking...
Not paying attention.
It might have been when you were breaking into the slingshots place.
Oh,
yeah.
petty crime. Petty crime.
Oh yeah, the crime. Because I didn't have any money. I didn't have enough money, and now I don't have any money because I lost it.
I'm of the opinion, I don't know the context, I'm sure you had enough money.
No,
Yeah,
I
sure,
didn't
yeah,
though.
No, even while busting.
When we
busting
got
on
off of the train, I spent all of my money on food and a plushie.
Oh,
of
well,
it.
there you go. Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
Mopsy's
No, you're right.
here.
You needed more.
Mopsy has joined us.
See,
Yeah.
my favorite Laura's sister.
Is my sister.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so,
I say tadpole or snail. Sorry, because we have the 5.
Snail. Let's do
And you-
snail.
you
We've
can
got
be
5,
different-
And I behaved my first time at camp.
okay.
I like the idea of responsibility as well. Like
Like,
it gives us
I
more to
can't-
do.
Damona's not going to do anything to intentionally, like, make her family look bad. She's going to do well, but then kill someone later.
Of course.
Like, on the
yeah.
way out. Like, at the end of camp, I'm going to stab someone.
It has to be perfect.
It
Gotta
does.
be
I have to
perfect.
prepare for this.
It's like a sweet 16 almost. Like you're really building up to this big event to the drow.
Yeah.
A coming of age ceremony.
Exactly.
All right.
Coming of age ceremony.
Gonna be a disaster.
Also, basically keep in mind that you are children going to camp, so your equipment should reflect as such. So other than the one object, you're required to bring your scout uniform, a pair of pajamas, a sleeping bag, a pillowcase, and a water canteen,
Okay. Can do
Okay.
the canteen.
and a backpack.
For sure
In my backpack.
my pillow would be the one I took from snow school because I never had a pillow ever. So
Well, it's a
I like
pillow.
the
You're
case.
just required to bring a pillowcase. They provide you with the pillow at the camp.
oh perfect. So
Um,
oh yeah, I'll put all my stuff in that bag and then dump it out when I get to camp and then they'll put a pillow in it. Perfect.
Drow are sensitive to sunlight. And I'm gonna have disadvantage on anything I do during the day.
only if
Do we
you
want to
do
do that? Because I'm open to it.
Well, No, do you want it? They updated
Yeah,
Drow,
I'm-
so they don't have that anymore. You don't have to have that if you don't want to as a Drow.
Yeah, I'll
So,
allow the group
I'm cool
to
with
decide.
having it.
I
If
like
we
it,
want to cripple me further in my evil schemes.
though. Yeah, you being awful at everything in the daytime is kind of funny. I'll
It's
admit.
fun.
See,
it is.
but then at night, because clearly I'm going to commit my sacrifice at night.
Oh,
And I'm telling you guys all my plans out of character. You don't know this.
when the moon's right.
Yeah, it's very specific.
All right,
I'm okay with
efficiency.
having disadvantage for every single thing during the day.
Maybe if you don't have your umbrella out or some sort of Wednesday-esque like.
Am I allowed to
doctor
bring an
photo.
umbrella to camp?
You may.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
There
could
you
be your
go.
That could be your. Oh no, but your personal items a knife.
Well, I'm sneaking that in, so my personal item can be an umbrella.
To be fair, you're going to attempt to sneak this in.
Openly gonna be like, here is my pocket knife, and here is my personal item, which is an umbrella, and my sacrificial dagger is hidden in my butt pocket.
Incredible.
Do fighters get proficiency in deception?
Super Mopsy World, you can bring a disposable camera. There is no digital cameras in the D&D universe.
I have. My charisma's also not great.
Oh, I'm so excited.
This is gonna be a disaster. And
I believe-
my intelligence and wisdom are quite low as well. I stacked Constitution
Wow.
just in case someone tries to kill me.
Someone else doing their own bloodletting.
Okay.
I didn't think this through. I legit rolled and then assigned, and it just was not in my favor for my goals.
Oh.
But
I'm going
I'm
standard.
not magical at all. Most drow have some sort of magic too, and I'm like fighter. I'm the reject of my family, and I'm trying to redeem myself by killing someone at springtime camp. My only hope to not be banished.
Can we just post the full list of items in general, and then I can add it to my character sheet?
What was the question? Sorry.
Can we add the full list of items to the general thread in the text channel?
Okay.
I can just add it in there.
Hey, Frog, come here, bud.
Oh. Splat. Maybe my. No, I said I lost the piece to the splat. Someone at camp will have splat blat, and then I'll play theirs.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring my own. I'll lose the piece again.
All right. So, the other thing you should know is you got a piece of paper with your bunk assignment and your counselor basically in the mail, and it came in a letter. And you guys are all in the same gaggle. You've been assigned to a certain tent, and your counselor is Piper Light Hollow. She is an 18-year-old human bard. During the normal camp hours, she runs arts and crafts. She's particularly fond of clay and making flower crowns. And she's also in charge of doing the annual camp play. Hey,
Seems nice.
come here.
Might stab later.
Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice.
No, this is a lovely person. Don't stab them.
Don't settle. Don't settle. This is the first person you met. Don't you know?
Yeah.
So you'll meet everyone else kind of in game.
I'm
And
excited to play this.
yeah, so I think that's kind of all of that. I had a couple other. Frog is licking the camera, the dog cam. He turned off the light on it. The only other housekeeping things I wanted to discuss with this session 0 is, are we good to play on the 4th? Was that confirmed for everyone?
So this Saturday.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't do it for.
Okay, no, that's
Sorry.
fine. That's why I just want us to pick a date.
So for the future, just so you know, Richie and I consistently have a game on Tuesdays, and I consistently have a game on Thursdays. it's not this week because of the holidays, but Tuesdays and Thursdays are generally not good for me. But if I know of something with enough time out, any other day of the week, I can make it work.
Monday and Wednesdays are generally.
Do we want to do Monday?
Yeah,
Monday the 6th?
I could do Monday.
I could do Monday the 6th. Wrestling.
Sunday.
The thing on the 6th.
Sunday
a thing
the-
that is wrestling.
Sunday the
one
5th?
thing that will stop me from playing, which is
It's
wrestling.
Monday Night Raw. Yeah.
What
that's
about
fine.
Yeah,
what
it's gonna
about?
be on Netflix for the first time.
Oh, hey,
I'm so excited.
Whoa!
We're
hey.
not sponsored. We're not sponsored by that. Stop.
Yeah, don't bring up any brands.
I don't.
What about, does the 8th work?
Yes.
The
Yes.
8th. Yes.
I could do the 8th. I have therapy, but I can hop on immediately afterwards.
That sounds
Or-
perfect.
Or you send your therapist the link to this chat.
Come here, bud.
Yes.
So we'll say the 8th. That gives plenty of time for planning. Also, I wanted to discuss how long we want to play, because it's a one shot, so it'll depend
Until
how
we
much.
finish.
Incredible. If we start around this exact time for a couple hours. So.
I can do a few hours.
What East Coast time? What
Hold
time
on
we
one
usually end
second.
on East Coast
Sorry,
time?
guys.
East Coast time for our game, we usually end around like 11:30.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I'm no
that's my
stranger
cap.
to playing for like 3-4 hours. So.
Okay. Arcana wants 36 hours of straight one shot.
Let's do it.
Honestly,
Let's do it.
You
You ordered it?
Well, and so then the other question is, would you guys be interested in doing another possible second shot in the same world? At one of the other camps, maybe? Another
Absolutely.
character?
Yeah.
Things like
There's
that.
there's so much child endangerment in this universe, so we're ready to get.
I am totally on
in.
board.
Okay.
Any excuse to play pretend as a grown-up, and I will do it.
All right. Cool. Just it depends how I end it. So,
Murder.
yeah. I think that's all I had, unless anyone else had any kind of general questions, or if the chat has any questions or anything.
Who's here?
How
many viewers do you have? 11. This is gonna be
Wow.
excellent, and I hope everyone comes to watch this on the 8th.
on the 8th.
Oh boy.
And if anyone has, just to let you know, when we actually do this, where the dog cam is where I will show the map beforehand, though, in the Discord channel. I will send a camp map and probably some other goodies, a link to the wiki, if you want to look through that, and stuff like that. My sister will get a babysitter so she can watch for our 36-hour stream.
Yeah.
A+.
What a sibling.
Yeah.
Are there any specifics in terms of character creation that you like? I'm cool with just going point buy or like standard array if that's easiest on you. Especially because I know like rolling dice without like having the DM physically present can be a pain in the butt.
Unless there's something that makes me think that you cheated, I am cool with just the honor code. It's how I like to do things anyway. I like everyone to roll their dice and keep their character sheets however works best for them.
Okay. There's a plugin on my D&D server that we have that I could use right now. Get some rolls in. Richie can verify it, and I will probably, now having done this, roll bad.
I love it. The only thing I ask is that as soon as you get a character sheet done, and if you could please try to have it be before the 8th, if you could send me that would be great. I'd love it, by the 6th. But if you can get it to me at least the day ahead of time, that'll allow me to kind of adjust some things. I like to try to weave things into a story that are in the character's background or play to their strengths and weaknesses. So the sooner I get a character sheet, the more I can kind of include you in the story.
I will work on this for sure.
I'll send you mine in a minute. In a minute.
And then I will probably send a link to this to Britt so she could hopefully watch it. And that way she can pick everything along and then maybe join the Discord and put in the chat kind of her thoughts and discussions with it. And that way we can weigh in on her thoughts as well. Yeah. Questions? Comments? Concerns? Life ponderings?
I think my character's name's gonna be Pugly, which is short for pretty ugly. I dumped charisma.
Yeah, I figured out what I want my possession to be. It's a rare holographic misprint of from a playing card game called Dargon the Dragon.
I love it.
Yeah, like but it's like, but instead of playing cards, it's playing stamps to go into my stamp collecting.
I love
You're
it.
You're asking for a pickpocket at camp. Sure,
Oh, that'll set me off. I'll go crazy.
Love it. Cool. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I guess, and some art too. Maybe I'll get some art commissions. See if my Fiverr guy's available.
That's so such a short amount of time.
Dude, my guy has like a 2-day turnover. Not that I expected. Like, whatever. This person was so fast. Like Michelle's also somebody like that. Michelle made me a scarf in
I sure did. You're
like
government naming me. It's fine.
week.
No, my
Like,
God, now
Yeah.
everyone in Laura's chat knows my government name. Oh my, half of them do anyway. I guess it's fine. Ugh,
I mean,
no.
you
No,
put in your profile Michiar, and if you type that into any search, they're gonna find
That's
you.
because that's my account name on D&D Beyond, so it's in there.
Makes sense. Yeah,
I-
I'll change my name to Pugly legally to spare
Thank
me.
you. Good.
All
Pretty
right.
Ugly. I'm
All right.
super excited.
Nice. Okay, yeah, let me write it down for the 8th.
Sweet. The 8th, we'll say the same time. If everyone could pop on just a little bit before 7 on that would be great, just so I can adjust Windows again, because it just takes a little bit of adjusting on
No worries.
OBS.
I love it.
Maximum overdrive. Rock and roll.
All right.
Okay, yeah, I'll make sure to get you that character sheet as soon as possible.
Cool, and I will update the Discord with those links and helpful things sometime between today and tomorrow.
Yeah, do you want me to just, Jordan, you have access to the Discord? I will upload the PDFs to that, if that's cool.
Yeah. And then
awesome.
I will make
Cool.
sure that I'll add some things to the wiki tonight, including the other camps. Make sure all those documents are in there, and then I'll link the wiki.
I'll do my homework.
It's not
Cool.
required. It is a one-shot, so don't kill yourselves.
I
Now I'm getting
love-
so serious about this.
No, it's so fleshed out. That's why it really does feel like so immersive. There's just so much to go through, and like in a good way, like a lot to indulge in.
I am glad everyone's excited about it. All right, so hopefully everyone can come back on the 8th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Rock and roll, yeah. And
All
I'll let
right.
everybody know to watch.
Cool. All right, thanks guys, and I'll see you then.
Cool. All right. Good night, everybody. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining as well, all of you watching on Twitch. I really appreciate it. And Trashly needs to invite people, and I will make sure that she does.